it's not quite. It's should I? Yours, mine.
This
Mine.
is yours. You
Oh.
used mine.
Oh,
last
okay.
night,
I don't know the difference.
Which is fine. It doesn't actually matter.
All right. All right. Run that thing, man. Let's go.
You like talking more than me anyway.
Ah,
so it's okay.
you see. That's how that works now.
That's how that works.
That's how we're gonna do that now.
Always.
You wanna? Should I? All right. There we go. Well, YouTube is fast. I will give them that. I mean, they are asshole, but they are fast. They are fast asshole.
They are.
Good
fast.
morning. I think good morning. I hope good morning. I will get the thumbnail downloaded. It's me. You have to be very specific with some of these things, so otherwise they don't know. All right.
What is all this chat this morning?
Yeah, I see. Very good. Very good. I like it. Yeah. Well, good morning, goeiemorgen. If everybody is there and can see us and we are live and it's all good. Good morning, Progman, Jimal, Sith. I don't know if there's anybody else.
There
I think
is.
we got to roll the little mouse thing down.
Roll it
Is that it?
down.
Oh.
I will help you.
Hold on. Why is the? Oh, there we go.
Jody.
Jody, good morning. Who else? There we go. All right, that's about that. At least the sun is not so. I think it moved a little. Man, the sun moves a lot. Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it moves a lot. Yeah, I'm not used to it changing direction like that all the time.
We're
It's
just
like east is supposed to be east. What's wrong with this place?
We are exposed.
So
is all.
anyway, yeah,
That's so
I
fun.
didn't have. Yeah, you can fill it. I didn't have. You can put a little bit of this. Yeah, put a little bit of that. I didn't have time. I think you're right in front of the camera.
I'm gonna put my head in the camera.
Yeah, I see that.
It's purdy today. My hair is purdy.
So I didn't do or have time to do a bunch of research in the last day or two. Today we just talk a little bit about maybe everything that we've discussed so far and just general
Life, the universe, and everything else.
So I was
Ooh.
on Jim Tells You for 2.5 hours yesterday.
That was a good.
So that was from 7 to like 9:30, and then I had to go to sleep because this morning I wanted to get up at 4, but we had a young boy
There's
at
always
2 o'clock that kicked her out of bed, and then I laid there. I'm like, all right, I'll fall asleep in a moment now, which I eventually did, and then my alarm went off at 5, so I was up a little later. And then I've got we just mentioned briefly, but I want to make it a little more official. So we will be attending the 1776 Law fundraiser event with Viva and Barnes and all the other characters on the 1st or 2nd of August.
Yeah.
So anybody who's got tickets for that, we will meet in person for sure. They are awesome people. 1776 Law try to help people that gets persecuted by the government, and they are non-profit, and they work a lot on donations and things like that. So we will try and help them generate a little bit of donations and things like that while we're there. We obviously, you think it's going to be fun, but I'm sure we're going to work really, really hard, which is okay.
Lots of business cards.
Mm-hmm.
Lots
And
of biltong.
we'll be taking a bunch of biltong out there and stuff like that, because there's a lot of people that's kind of had it but never really met us and things like that. So
makes it more real.
Yeah, we were. I was on Jim Tells You last night. Jim is a very cool guy. He had 2 guys. I think it's from what's it?
Off label.
Off label.
Limits. Limits are
No,
off label.
off label.
Off label. I was
podcast.
right. Wow.
So Simply Davey.
Yes.
And then there's another guy called Senpai. They're pretty funny guys.
They're funny.
Yeah, I like Davey's a funny character, man. I
Jim
laugh at
is
him.
too, though.
Jim's got a
quirky.
he's got a very
Always
quirky sense of humor,
like
but I
that.
really like him. So I was on their podcast last night. We were just, kind of talking
Bantering.
nonsense. Yeah. And then I see someone misunderstood me, probably because of my, Far East Texas accent. I got electrocuted at one point, self-induced electrocution.
Yes.
So I'll tell you the story. But anyway, so someone misunderstood me, I think, a little bit. But I'll tell the story in a minute. And I will be on Dear Sarge podcast this afternoon at 4 p.m. Central.
Yes, 5 p.m. Eastern.
5 p.m. Eastern. But it's 4 p.m. Central, which is the only real time.
That's the only reason.
Okay, only real time. Central time. in the middle. So I'll tell you the story quick because someone misunderstood. I saw the comments and I thought, you know what, I'm not gonna react to it because you shouldn't be reading comments because there's a lot of people. It's like
That's what you for you.
yes, doom commenters. So interesting thing in my house in South Africa. At one point, when you get into the shower, you open the shower, no problem. Then, you wait for the water to get a little warm. So, you open it a little bit, brush your teeth. Okay, water's warm. And then you get in the shower, and when you touch the faucet, it fucking electrocutes you. And, when you've just kind of woken up, at whatever early morning hour, I'm normally up early, 3, 4 o'clock. That is unpleasant. Now, I suppose I have to include the history so people can understand. So at that point, way back then, I was married to somebody else, and she got severely zapped by this thing. I mean, I guess the same as me, but she really didn't like it, so she was crying.
Her
and I'm
endurance is not the same as a man.
well, apparently it's a thing.
Sorry,
but anyway, so she got zapped, and I'm like, man, I don't know why this thing's doing it. So I thought, maybe there's an open cable outside and we're getting some currency leakage or something. I couldn't find this problem. I didn't know what it was. So anyway, I looked all around the building, and I was trying to figure out what is going on because I've kind of just renovated the house, and this is probably 6 months after the renovation. So who knows what the builder's broke and what's going on. So anyway, so I'm outside and I'm like, where's cables? And I'm looking for, is everything earthed? And I don't know what's going on, but so I started messing around with this thing because I was just like, it's easy. Like I open the faucet, and then when I'm in the water, I don't touch the damn thing. And then when I'm done, I just take my sponge and it's one of those kind of pull, run, push, close. So I just push my sponge against the lever, and then it's closed, and then I don't get electrocuted, and I'll fix it tomorrow or whenever I have time.
The perpetual tomorrow.
Yes, we'll get to it when we get to it because, I was pretty busy then as I am now. And then one morning, like there was a tear storm and much upsetness. So I'm like, all right, fucking hell, I gotta fix this thing because I can take the electrocution apparently, but it's making someone very unhappy. So let me get this resolved. I had a big house, 4 bedrooms, 4 en suite. So she started using another shower. So I'm like, all right, use that one till I fix this one. I just used the same one because I knew how the sponge worked. Anyway, so it's different in South Africa versus the US. The water heater, which we call a geyser, is in the ceiling. Now, at that bathroom, I had a loft kind of above that entire section of the house. So I went to the side, climbed, went up the stairs into the loft, and I went in the back corner. This water heater was kind of over a little wall thing in the fucking corner of the house. So I had to climb in and sit. So I sat with my legs open with this thing.
They can't see you.
Yes, no,
His legs are open.
So I had to sit with my legs around this water heater, which was probably, I don't know, like 24, 36 inches in diameter, running away from me, and the roof going down. So you kind of sit like this in this water heater. How they got it in there, I don't know. But anyway, this is where it is. So I look at this thing and I'm like, all right, and the wiring wasn't exactly great. There was a lot of, I'm like, well, that wire is open and this is not good. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to have to fix this and this. I'm going to sort this out. And, so I look at this and I think to myself, well, maybe, there's a problem inside. Let me pull the element out. All right, because I'm trying to think, there's current coming in. This thing's obviously, there's some problem. So maybe the element is open, maybe it's and that's leaking into the water, which made no sense because it should trip out the breaker, which it didn't do. So I go to the board and I the breaker that is on that water heater, and I go climb in and I disconnect the wire. So I push them back, but there's limited space to work. So I take the what's the name out, I can't remember exactly how the wiring ran, but so I've got to get the element out. So I pull this thing out, and I put my arm in the water heater, which has now still got water in it, and I'm maneuvering this thing. So I've got my arm in the one side, and I've got this thing, and it's all water and stuff, and I pull back, and I press my elbow against the wire, and the fucking breaker was labeled wrong. So that thing zaps me Now, I don't, it wasn't like, like just a quick zap. It was like and then I was holding on to this thing. So somehow, I don't know, it stopped. And it was probably like a second or two, but it hit me so hard that I couldn't get up. Like I was just sitting there. Now, at that point, which was towards the end of my prior marriage, like things were, and the electrocution in the shower was like, that didn't go down well. Obviously, overreaction because, but anyway, and most of the reason was the immigration thing was really not going down well. Well, I thought it was fine, but and I was told it was fine, but apparently it wasn't, which I found out at the end. But anyway, so I was sitting up there, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking die up here today. Because nobody knows I'm up there because I went up to work. I just said I'm going to go fix the shower, but nobody knows if I'm outside, inside, up top, bottom. Nobody knows where I am. So I call from up there, but like no reaction. And I call again and no reaction. And I try and get up and like my legs are numb, and it feels like my heart's fucking pounding my chest. So I said, all right, so let's just like fucking breathe. So I breathe, and then I kind of managed to get up, and I climb back over the little wall, and I lay on the floor on the loft, and I just like, all right, well, at least I'm not fucking stuck in the back there, because if I die there, it's gonna be very hard to haul me out. And then I get up, and then I walk out, but I got the parts, so that's the important part. So I got the spares, and I walk down. So I mentioned like I just got like electrocuted really badly. So you might have to drive me to the, like Home Depot style store so I can get a part. And the reaction was, okay. I almost died. So I should have known at that point, like maybe we should end this thing, like, yeah, because I might be killed. But anyway, but someone said, because I sat the whole thing, it took me to get out of the roof and stuff, took 15, 20 minutes. So someone just said in the chat, he did not get electrocuted for 15 to 20 minutes. Yes, that's not what I meant. I meant that I sat for 15 to 20 minutes after the shock because I couldn't move well. So if that person ever wanders into this chat, that's what I meant. I didn't mean, if I was electrocuted for 15 minutes, I think I would be fucking bacon. So anyway, you could catch up on chat.
Well, you would definitely be bacon because you do not have a off with your head problem.
Yes.
Oops. You know who you guys need to connect with? Thomas Woods. Look him up on YouTube. Do you know who Mr. Thomas
I have
Woods is?
heard of him.
Okay.
I have heard of him.
Okay.
Scott told me about him.
Sith, Scott. Good people. Mm-hmm. All right. Don't forget to stop by my place on your travels. Jody, you're a little far.
We're going to Chattanooga.
Chattanooga. It is staying in the south, sir. Mr. Ohio up north. Chappie is in saying good morning.
Good morning. Got your email. Chappie sent an email. I didn't even tell you about it.
No, you didn't. Yeah. We had another email we had to karate.
Yes.
This morning. Putting the work in networking. That is correct, Progman. That is a thing, right?
Yes. It's apparently like from what I Googled, that's the next progressive step in the business. No, I'm talking nonsense.
As working?
Networking.
Oh.
Yes, we have to network with people now. Now we've grown the brand, we have to now network. That's what Grok
We've
says.
never done that.
No.
Did it really? Please tell me
no,
it didn't say that.
No, I'm joking.
Oh my
God.
I was going to say, what?
I'm just joking. I'm AIing how to business.
AI?
Yes, I said how to business. And it says you must find a brand and then build a brand and then network is step 3. So I'm just joking.
Unfortunately, I would believe that. And it would say it just like that.
Yes,
just like that. Anton has an accent from Pretoria, Texas.
Yes, Pretoria, Texas.
Not Paris, Texas.
Yes.
I didn't tell you, on our route, we are going to go right through Paris, Texas.
We will have
to stop for
we will. Yes, we will have to stop at the mini Eiffel.
A picture at the Eiffel Tower. That'll be fun. Cam, good morning to you. You want a real shock? Just get in the shower and turn the water on.
Yes.
Oh. No, do that in winter.
Yes.
That's the shocking. Bright Gaming, Hong Kong from Canada.
Good morning.
How be the skies up there, Progman and Bright Gaming? Malfunctioning taps give one that sinking feeling, right?
Yeah.
No, it was a lot. And Anton's had a couple of those types of instances with us because he figures out how to fix stuff. But I do not reply with a okay and let's go.
Yes. Well, you don't want to see me dead.
I don't want to see you.
I was told that I don't have a heart. I have a black hole where my heart should be.
Okay.
Yes. So I should have. After that, I should have known. Maybe her in the house is not a good idea because maybe she tried to electrocute me.
You know?
Die, you motherfucker, die.
Right, gaming sounds better than maid service. Progman says, I'm still waiting for my French maid. Alas, Trinidad doesn't offer such a service. We do here, but in Nevada, I think, is legal. Is that right?
Is that right? Yes, I think it is.
I want to say in Las Vegas.
Yes, in Las Vegas. Yes.
Those are legal services.
Yes.
So
services are paid for. Or payment is accepted for services
if you
legally.
need said services, go to Las Vegas, Nevada. That is the thing. They might have that in Quebec with the French police there. You know, I always think of New Orleans as well, obviously very French
yes.
area, but it's obviously not the same. Was a plumber. I used to change out many HWTs. I like tankless gas.
Yes.
Cannot stand electric HWT.
Well, we do electric tankless, just because the gas is way better because it's much faster. But we don't have gas out here, so we just use electrical. I prefer both our shops have a little tankless, and those things work really well, man.
There is gas in the area. Obviously, Texas, all over Texas, gas is still highly used resource, and it's natural gas. Would you believe it is not a scarcity, and it is around. It is a thing. But I love that they have changed their representative to talk about climate change. When I overheard that, I was like, "Wow, they're woke."
Yeah,
wow,
the gas suppliers have gone.
The only gas supplier that's in the state of Texas. If anybody knows them, please tell them to quit being woke and use such terminology like climate change. It ain't fucking real, okay? And it was a woman talking about it, which makes it even worse. DEI, much?
Yes.
Sorry, I digress. A young Bridget Bardot in a
Bardot.
Sorry, I don't know French. In a what is that? What kind of uniform is that?
Gendarme. I don't know. Gendarme.
Okay. In a uniform. Okay. You would be dead if you got electrocuted. Anton ought to have called Mario and Luigi to fix it.
Yes. I did, but they were running around on their carts. Woohoo! What's that? Woohoo!
Wrong one. Isn't that the little dough?
That's the dough one. When you poke it, yeah. I can't remember.
Marshmallow.
You see, the last time I played video games was with what was the one with a like where it runs and you bounce and the mushroom comes out and
that's Mario.
Yes, Mario, but what was it called? But that's not the Mario Kart. That's not the new one.
That's not Mario Kart.
Yes,
that's Mario.
Or any of the new. That's the old
Mario.
Where
he's running and it's 2D and he
yes.
And he's running.
So they never made a sound. Like there were no sounds there. You just had the.
I had the Game Boy version of that.
Yeah, they just had the eerie music.
Yes.
You know that used to play, and then when you jump, it goes like ding.
Those were the best Game Boy games, man.
I like that. I like Donkey Kong. I remember that Donkey Kong used to come onto the screen, and it used to walk.
Shake the whole screen.
And then all the levels are straight, and then it comes in dong dong, and the levels go dong dong dong. And it like stands at the top of the screen. That was awesome.
So Bright Gaming did say Super Mario 1 or 3. Bright Gaming would know, of course. I love when you mention all of the retro games. I know we don't really get to catch your streams. We've been trying to share them more because it's awesome. I mean, that's the cool games. Okay, I don't care what anybody says. No new age nonsense.
I cannot play games because I have no time, and if I do that, other stuff stay behind. And I like the old games, but I just we don't even own it.
Can I tell you guys a secret? The one thing which I have to laugh that both Anton and I used to love this game, Age of Empires.
Yeah.
Who played Age of Empires? Come on.
Yeah.
We actually taught our kids how to play it.
Yes.
Our older two before we moved. We haven't had computer setup to get them back on it yet, but we'll have to do that because it's strategic. You have to think, and it's not too incredibly long. I mean, a lot of times if you're doing those what are those little
campaigns.
You know, it's pretty quick and they can take turns and everything. So they had a lot of fun with that. So Chappie reminds everybody to smash that like button, share, subscribe, repost, and leave a comment.
Yes, and
Don't
follow,
forget
leave
to
a
leave
comment.
a comment.
Follow the channel, leave a comment, please.
Yes.
Pretty
and if you're
please.
on GayTube, come to Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, it's not GayTube, I know, but you know, it's what it is today.
Asshole.
Woke. Oh no. Everybody's woke. I'm sure you get a LP tank dropped on the property. LP.
Yeah, probably. You know, once we get our actual kind of cabins and stuff set up.
Yeah.
I'll think about if we want to do that. It might be a better option, but we have to, we're going to have to plumb all the gas in and make sure it's all
How you
like
get money for all that?
Oh, you must buy biltong. Lots of biltong.
I thought I should be a salami. I can't repeat the rest of it because we're on YouTube. I'll talk about it later. Stop it!
Yes.
I'll be a salami, okay?
Yes, you carry on. I'm just chuckling.
Bananas and rice.
Bananas and rice.
Okay.
Bananas and rice and $1 million, please.
Leering Center salami.
Yes.
Okay. Having no time for video games is a good thing.
Yes.
Yes and no. Yes and no. Sometimes you want to digress a little bit and be a little like just lose your mind for 5 seconds, but it's okay. We survive. I was horrible at Donkey Kong, says Jamal. Jody, I was good at Pong. Pong was fun. That has been forever. And Stampede. I don't know Stampede.
No.
Sith, I just put it together that you are a fellow gay. Dude, you didn't know Bright. Bright meet Sith. Sith meet Bright. Awesome. I've been playing Minecraft for the past couple of years. I had no idea how big the game is. Isn't that like a never-ending thing?
Yes.
Yeah, we are those horrible parents that say no.
Yeah.
No Minecraft.
Yes.
No, the chats and the I think the kids had asked us about it. Our older son found a book about it and was really intrigued. He read all about it. So, I mean, I'll give the kid some credit. He read about it.
I'm not doing
It's not happening. It's not happening. Michelle Obama was in a video game. Which one was it, Progman? Still play PS4 NHL 2022. There we go. Yeah, I remember those. Buy some biltong. It's really good. Thanks, Chappie. Biltong dates are delicious. Did you like those? Yeah, they are good. We have had nothing but compliments on the fruit. All the fruit is good.
All the fruit,
I will give you a precursor. The mango and ginger are sugared, so I do apologize, but they're still phenomenal. Everything else though is clean.
Yes.
So yeah, if you are a fruit fanatic and need a fruit kick with your biltong, that's a really nice go-to. Jamal, my daughter turned me on to Minecraft like 10 years ago. It's genuinely one of the best games to come out in the last 20 years. I could believe that. Now, what gets me is the pixelation, and maybe that's kind of the fun of it. I'm sure that's probably a lot of the fun of it, is it totally breaks away from the uber clear HD 1600,000. I don't know. You know, it's
Minecraft almost reminds me of the Lego of gaming.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's almost Legos or something. Yeah.
And maybe us Lego people kind of go into retro world when seeing those kinds of things.
Yeah,
I can see that. All right. Progman has classic 8-bit Nintendo set with multiple games on it. How fun. Contra, Super Mario, Street Fighter 2. Wow. Yeah. Oh, that's been a minute. You remember Street Fighter?
I remember Street Fighter. The other thing I remember that was pretty good was Shinobi. Yes.
Okay. And then Paperboy. I don't know Paperboy.
I think I remember that with the bicycle where you had to throw the paper at the door, but you had to calculate the speed and distance. And because if you throw it too hard, I think you used to annoy the people. And then it also bounced against the house and came further back. But you had to work out to try and, as you move, hit the door.
Okay. Good morning, Jake Hudson. Thanks for joining in with us.
Good morning.
If we learn anything from Paperboy, it's the importance of retiring in glory. Okay. The Lego games are pretty good.
I've seen some of it online.
I just remember the Lego movie. What is that stupid song that they have? That everyone is happy or everyone. I remember that song. Oh, that was rough. No,
I don't know.
Oh, no. What did I used to play? Guitar Hero.
Yes.
Okay. Now, the reason I liked Guitar Hero is I liked the music from it. It wasn't even so much the game. It's the music. That's my jams, man.
What?
Well, old jams.
What was the one I had on PS4? Is the rock?
Oh, that's to teach you how to.
Yeah, it actually
rock
teaches you.
something.
Yeah, not rock something. But it teaches you how to play guitar. So you actually plug the game into your own guitar, and then it shows you the chords where to press, and then you can learn to play. So I actually learned a bunch of songs of that. That was pretty good. But no time right now. We opened this business and everything else just went away.
Stopped.
Like everything else just went away.
I mean, it was so bad. I left my old job, but I never went back.
Yes.
It was that bad. Everything
No, but
stopped.
like no guitar, like workouts, few and far between because there's just no time.
I was doing that until we started the move a year and a half ago.
Yes, I know.
That was a long move. That was a year-long move, literally.
Yeah, it was.
Year-long
So we
move.
picked up, we sold our house, took our entire house, moved it into our storage, which we had at our business. So we used the portion of the storage for the house. Then we picked up, we got this going, picked all of that up, brought it here, and then brought the entire business here. That was pretty much, and I mean, we're still packing out. So we basically had almost a year of non-stop moving stuff around. It was,
and we did take a few pallets to a really good friend of ours, so some of our personal stuff is still there.
Yes, we still gotta go get that.
It's not business stuff because
no,
the personal
but
stuff
it's
didn't
okay
matter.
because we're getting some extra space, so
yes,
that'll
space
be
soon, so we can offload and properly unpack. I chuckle. So our awesome staff, anybody who's local, you have met her. She is quite a blessing.
Yes.
I absolutely adore her. I think we've officially adopted her. If we haven't, our kids have at this point. But she's here with us on the weekends, not every weekend, but most. Helps a couple hours. So she informed us the other day, or informed me, you weren't there for the conversation, that she was really involved in the rodeo days. She's one of the chair members, lived here entire life. And she told us that somebody had mentioned that they will never come to our business because it's always a mess outside. And I was like, always a mess outside? I was like, that's such a weird comment. And I looked at Anton, I was like, what do you think she's talking about? Always a mess outside. We've cleaned up. You guys saw it. We did the work in front of the deck. And, even Anton and Michael, our older son, did some extra work outside, cleaning and reshuffling. We got the heaps of the compost, what's it called? Sorry.
The
crushed asphalt. Asphalt. It's early morning. I need more coffee. What can I say? And we're constantly shuffling around. And I thought it was such an odd comment, but then it dawned on me that sometimes people will always find something as a reason to not go do something just because they don't want to. And that was probably her reason, her quick response. And I thought to myself, okay, we could probably fix a couple things. We do have one pallet with a couple of chairs on it off to the side by our storage. Maybe we could, offload that. I'm like, but that's ridiculous. It's one pallet, it's like one thing. And we've got flags outside. Our fence is looking better. We've got a lot of positives. After that conversation, how many customers have come in and complimented?
Oh yeah,
yes.
Saying, oh, it's looking good. And it's just, when you do everything yourself, I mean, our primary goal is we have to keep the business running.
Yes.
Okay, that's the primary goal. So everything waits until everything for the business is done.
Yes.
And then, so if I have to go fix something outside, I have to make sure all the production is done, all the equipment has been cleaned, everything has been sorted out.
Yep.
Then I have time. And sometimes you have time and it's 105 outside.
Oh,
so then
yes,
I don't
it's
go.
a bit much.
Yes. And the
better.
problem is, is like if early morning is good for doing like computer work and doing stuff online and changing pictures and things like that. So it's really good for that, but it's also really good for working outside because it's cool.
Yes.
So, but you have to pick your priority. My idea is if I fix everything online and it looks better, sales will improve.
Yes.
So that takes priority above working outside.
Mm-hmm. And we try to remind ourselves and give ourselves a little bit of grace. I have a picture of our property July 4th last year. Actually, video, I think it is. Because we were closed last year, July 4th. We've actually been closed every single year besides this year. This was the first year
year we've been open.
and the property was empty. There wasn't anything here yet. And sometimes it's hard to remember how much you've done and how fast you've done it because we're living in this perpetual motion. We don't get to stop very often. That was a good realization. Okay, we have come pretty far. We've done a lot.
Yeah, we've done a lot. Yeah.
A lot.
But there's a lot of little maintenance things that need to be
Yeah.
done that also takes time. So, you think you're not doing anything because the heap's not getting smaller, but you've just done 10 other things.
Yes.
You know?
Which, you know what? We can pat ourselves on the back.
Yes. I've tried not to dislocate my shoulder with all the patting on my back. Yes, So,
Great to buy. Good morning to you.
good morning.
I think I saw somebody else pop in. No, it was Dubai that I saw. And Jake Hudson, thank you so much. So he's shared our stuff literally everywhere. He has tweeted it. He has liked and shared the stream. So if you guys want to do us a solid repost, please leave a comment. Comments help a lot. Everything is awesome is the stupid song from the Lego movie.
Yes.
Everything is awesome.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never seen it.
It's so stupid. I will have to show him. And now, thank you. Now it's in my head.
Yes, I have no idea what this witchcraft is.
Off topic, baby girl made 5 shakedown passes and improved every pass. The best being a 13.79 seconds at 105 miles per hour.
Wow, that's very good.
That vehicle is beautiful, good sir. Did you see it?
No.
Oh, if you are not following OTR, it is OTR, Smokehouse. Okay, I was thinking OTC for some reason. Are you sure it's not OTC?
No, OTR.
Okay, Smokehouse. You need to follow them. Because put your link, please, sir, because that vehicle is really pretty. Really, really pretty. I'll show it to you. I follow them. I was one of your noted people. I didn't think I did that much, but
it doesn't always let you know what's being posted. You get a lot of shit from people you don't follow for some reason.
No, that's why I've been liking that, because I think it's pretty cool. I like what you guys are doing. But I haven't been watching him for some time. Who are you guys watching? Oh, she got back to the pits and said she realized the gas pedal goes down farther halfway down track. She's like,
put the foot down.
While you're in on it. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Everybody just saying hello. What is Neo Geo, dude? What is Neo Geo? I've heard of that. I swear that sounds familiar. My crushed asshole.
Yes, crushed asshole.
My favorite NES games are. Oh, I'm gonna struggle to pronunciate that one. I got Double Dragon 2 and Bubble Bobble.
Yes, I remember Xevious. That was good. So it's a spaceship. And then the kind of bottom moves, and then you have a I guess machine gun fire, and then you have this little like bullseye thing, and then you have to put that on your target to drop the bombs.
Okay,
that was pretty good. I like that game. Yes, I like that. Metroid, I didn't know. Double Dragon was pretty good. I didn't play that much. Bubble was pretty okay. And Contra, that sounds familiar, but I can't remember.
I'm going to throw you guys back a little bit. Who were the original computer gamers? So not just the consoles, but computers. There was one, Tanaris. I wonder if anybody we know knows Tanaris. I used to love that game. It was a tank game. You could create your own realms. You could play with others, but it was tank-based. Graphics actually very similar to Minecraft, if I think about it. It's very pixelated. But we're talking early 2000s, I think. I don't think it was 90s, but definitely early 2000s on the computers. That one was a lot of fun for me. I spent way too much time on Tanaris.
Now, I just remember Wolfenstein.
Yes.
Yeah, I played that. Yes. Broken.
That is almost as bad as selling your. Don't sell stuff.
What's that?
Where is it? Bright Gaming. How will he play Metal Slug now? And then almost as bad as selling your guns.
Okay.
HorrorCon today. Gonna get the gear ready. Okay. I like how your children have jobs to do to help the business. Yes, everybody should. 17 George, good morning. Been a minute.
Good
Glad
morning.
You're in. We are talking nonsense today. We flip-flop, lots of games, lots of nonsense stuff. Yeah. Well, hopefully Jeremy played Star Tropics before selling it. That game teaches the importance of gun ownership.
I believe that there's been some fire sales and things.
Okay.
I don't.
We don't follow a lot of that stuff. David's Dog Spa, good morning to you. Yep, OTR Smokehouse. You're very welcome for the follow. Yes, everybody else, go follow OTR Smokehouse. They are awesome. And I think you had a post about your sauces. So if you need some sauciness in your life, go check them out. The car, sorry, will run 11.7 seconds at 114.
That's moving, man.
Yeah. The kids of Biltong will have 5+ years of business experience when applying to entry-level jobs. Yep. Biggest thing, they don't have to apply to entry-level jobs because they're going to hit management before they even have to leave and go, work at a Taco Bell with explosive diarrhea.
If we can expand the business enough, they can just take it over. Yeah, give me a second. I'll be right back. Is that guy on the heat?
It is on the heat.
I'll be right back. I just want to check up on them quick.
I am smart. Don't mention the VAR. There might be Germans in chat. What is the VAR, Progman? Do it teach us so. Personally, I'm just fine with the emulation in my home-built cabinet, Jap hardware. I know Pursuit don't like it, but it works for me. I do have physical copies of Collections Edition PC. You know what I remember growing up? My father was big into computers, networks, different things. So he was early in the IT world in that realm. And we used to go to Fry's Electronics and build the computer. So the original Fry's Electronics where I grew up was previously Universal something. Dang it, I'm blanking. I'll have to grok it to figure out what that building was used for prior. It was not your standard Fry's. It was actually cooler than that. It was bigger. The Fry's Electronics by my parents' house. How cool was that?
That thing was huge.
It was the big one. It was the mega one. It was something else prior. I'm blanking on. It was Universal something. I'll have to look it up. And it had this big plug in front. It actually, Fry's didn't use that as their entryway, but it was a plug. So it was very fancy. Really kind of cool setup. But the Fry's, I remember going there and you could find everything computer, anything you ever needed for inside. And you didn't have to, go and order on Amazon because they already had it. It was so stinking cool. I kind of missed that place. We were looking for a USB to USB connection the other day.
Cable.
Was there any? Anywhere?
Can't find it, man.
No, and then my thought was, where's Fry's? Where's Fry's when you need them? Out of business. The code.
Yeah, 2020 sorted that out.
Man, I used to dig that place too. The amount of games when I was younger would go through there. And I chuckled because I tried to get the kids something for a laptop. And Anton's like, they don't have CD-ROMs anymore. I was like, what do you mean they don't have CD-ROMs? No, the new age laptops don't come with
everything
CD-ROM.
You download. Everything's downloaded.
I don't like that. I like my discs and I like to put it in. Okay, I miss my floppy disks. Those were more fun. But...
I like my disc and I cannot lie.
Yes.
Now that's going to be stuck in my head the whole day.
Well, it's better than everything is awesome. Have we had enough coffee yet?
Yeah, that caffeine, like my foot's going like.
Why don't you pull it down? Show the people the coffee.
Oh, I'll show them the coffee.
A
few of you guys have had the coffee, so.
Chappie.
Awesome coffee.
How is the coffee? We got an awesome dude in East Texas. He's live right now, but he said he really liked the coffee. I like the coffee. This is straight out of Papua New Guinea. It is phenomenal. And our awesome, what do we want to call them? I don't know. Family, extended family. They're in Papua New Guinea right now. The mom left, and she left her poor sons here.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't get in any trouble. No, it's a really neat family. But
it's a literal family-run business like we are.
I think it was her first time going back to Papua New Guinea in about 13 years.
Yes.
She was so excited, but absolutely adore the family. We don't normally get connected with people, but I feel connected with them. I think we could.
Yeah, and he gave me some really good
vanilla
beans,
cardamom,
which I need to package, and cardamom. So maybe we do some of that in this next week.
We could do that. That would be fun. It would be awesome to have that back or have that ready before they get back.
Yes.
It'd be a good surprise. Sorry, I'm gonna grooming and listening in. David's dog spa. Are you grooming a dog? Just asking.
Well, I hope you're grooming a dog.
Not yourself. Put it away.
No, not grooming anything else.
I wasn't even thinking that. Wow.
Now when I hear grooming, I'm like,
Questions.
What's that? Sanders eyes. Ned Sanders eyes.
I don't know. I thought it could be Shapira's caterpillars. Sorry. Bright Gaming, they also mispronoun Samus in the manual. Mispronoun. What is that? Mispronounce? I don't know what that means. 17 joined. Sims was always a woman. That's a long proven fake code. Sims? I don't know what that is. Sims. You guys are talking games.
Yeah, I never liked Sims. There was a thing called Sim Tower, which I like that. There was
I did Sim City. We've spoken about this numerous times. He did Sim Tower, I did Sim City, but I never did like the Sims living people thing. That was not my thing. That was never my thing. Michael Lee, good morning.
Good morning.
Up, down, down, left, right, BA, select, start. Is that your cheat code? Everybody had a cheat code. What was the one in Age of Empires? Did you ever use the cheat code for the car?
Once, and then I didn't like playing it because you just destroyed it.
No, that's when you just get annoyed and you gotta go pull shit up.
No, okay? I never liked that. I did it once, and I was like, well, that kind of defeats the point.
It does defeat the point.
Yes, yeah, so
totally. And same with the Juggernauts. There was a Juggernaut code.
Yeah, no, I didn't like that.
See, I had older siblings, so they taught me all the stupid codes because that's what you do.
No, So I was in IT, so the people had all kinds of stuff, and I was like, that doesn't really help. The point of the game is to slug through it. So I just never did. I had them, but I never used them.
So the floppy disk turned into a hard drive.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes. So we had, what were the big plastic ones? So we called those floppy disks, which was the big one.
Okay.
And then we called the small ones.
Yes, that's
that's what you guys called floppy. So we called them stiffy drives. So the floppy ones were the big,
not a floppy.
Yes, and I remember exactly, and I remember the big ones.
I know what they look like.
The first computers used to have two of those,
awesome.
And one was your boot, and then one was your kind of memory.
Okay.
So your programming, but you had one in that had to stay there. That was your boot. If you pulled that out, the computer wouldn't boot up. It booted up, and this is prior to RAM and fucking boot software and shit.
We're all old today.
Yes.
Even I'm old and I'm young.
So you had to have the one floppy drive, which we call a floppy, had to be in, and I think they were 5 or 5.5 inch or something.
Yes, they were big.
And then that had to be into boot, and then you had one which you ran your program.
Wasn't it thinner with the circle thing in the middle?
Yes, it had the circle thing, and it was thin. Yes,
and then that's why they were floppy. I get it.
Yes, and then
the other ones.
The other ones. We called them stiffies, but it was called a micro floppy. So it was a floppy and a micro floppy.
Okay.
And then after that, what was the next thing after that? I mean, I remember some of the tapes and things like that. They never took off. And then memory sticks came way later.
Yes.
I'm just trying to remember what was between, but the IT stuff I worked on didn't implement any of those. We had. So I worked on telephone exchanges, and we had the actual tape reels.
Yes.
So you used to take a tape, and we had it looked like a fucking movie projector thing. This was built into the exchange, and you had a specific route you had to take the tape, and then you had to wind it, and then there was I'm just trying to remember. There was a marker, and I can't remember if it was a digital marker or if we put something on the tape, but that would be the start point. So you had to type in a command on the terminal, and it was not standard language. It was a specific language to that equipment.
Okay.
So you type CMD : which is command : and then you type start program or whatever, or start run or whatever. And you had to type this was custom language for that. So it's not something you used anywhere else. It was only on that equipment that I worked on. And that was the old exchange, and then there were newer ones, and they came with different. So you had different cassettes, and then came the actual boot drives and stuff like that. So I went through all of those iterations.
All the phases.
I learned all that equipment, which all of it by now, I mean, it's so far obsolete. It's not even funny. And then I ended up working on the telecommunication, the first mobile phone exchange at Siemens. I ran the test setup for that. That was my job. My first official proper job when I was done with my
Yes.
apprenticeship and everything. I ran the mobile telephone exchange, and that was in 1995. I ran the mobile telephone exchange, the test exchange, where they used to test the software before it was rolled out to like Vodafone, basically. I used to run that, and I was on a lot of the upgrades and stuff like that for the South African version of Vodafone. I actually tested, and I used to be on standby. So what happens is they'll go out on site
Mhm.
and they'll do an upgrade, and then I'll be on site in the test exchange, and I'll have the same version they have on site. And then what they had a database, so they download the database when before they go, prior to. So this is upgrade preparation. So they'll download the database from and then they like do a block. So from, let's say they're going to do the upgrade Friday. From Tuesday or Wednesday, you're not allowed to do any changes. You're not allowed to make any changes to the system. So they pause the database, they do a download of it, and then they give me that download, and I keep the database on site in the test exchange. And then the morning before, so we had a booking system, so people can come do for testing for software changes, and also so we had the schedule running where people come and do tests and stuff. And I used to set up the equipment. So they asked me, okay, they want the following stuff all connected to the processor. So I used to configure all of that for them. And then at a point, we're like, all right, no more bookings. We preparing for like Vodacom's upgrade of whatever exchange. And then I used to do the software load they got, install that, and then I used to install the database, like a dummy database, and I used to create dummy equipment. So the test exchange that I'm in thinks it's the same exchange as that one. So if they run it, so I was on standby. So if they run into any shit on site,
Flip over.
they phone me. Well, they phone me and they say, okay, don't you want to emulate this?
Yes.
And then see if because you can't do stuff to live exchanges. So like 10 o'clock, Saturday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whenever they do the upgrade. It was normally Friday nights, which I found peculiar because Saturdays had a lot of traffic. You want to do that like Saturday night. But anyway, Friday nights was normally when they crashed it, So Saturday, when shit goes south, like nobody has coverage, like phones just go network search, like nobody can talk. That was always a disaster. But they used to phone me, and then I used to have to do a bunch of stuff, and then they would upgrade, and then I'm there until they're done if there's any problem. And then you cannot go and just do shit on like live exchanges. So I used to emulate anything they ask, like, okay, plug this out, like move it to like things down, plug it in. And there were a lot of those days, you had a lot of stuff that you had to do bootstrap changes. So you had to take the cards out, make changes on the boards, put them back, and then there would maybe be like an issue, and then they would talk to, so the engineering guys in Germany were available. Everybody was like, all right, so if there's any shit, they're like, all right, do like make this following hardware change or put a strap on the backplane. And then they used to phone me and say, okay, do it in the test exchange first, test it and see if it comes up. And if it comes up, they'll implement the same thing on site. And I had points where I had to like take what I did in the test exchange, like take the modules out, and you got a strap around your arm and you connect it. So it's an anti-static floor strap around your arm, connected to this cage so you don't have static. And I used to pull the module, put it in an anti-static bag in a box, and I'd drive out to site to go swap modules with them. And it was interesting stuff those days, man. It's completely different to what it is now.
Times
but anyway,
have changed.
But anyway,
it is time to turn off YouTube.
Okay, bye YouTube.
Bye YouTube. I see you later.
Come to Rumble if you want to. If you want to live, come
where
with me.
you like, follow, repost, and